like. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you right designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around, that's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little, I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a got close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down, tryna show the world how it sound. Around and made the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on it, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see the Cowboys Offensive Player of the Year. He's one of the league's best, currently third in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants. And this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number could go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Shedding the tackle to about the 35, second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud completes this out wide, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Stroud now on 2nd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. The completion to Riddle. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Gregory Rousseau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job. And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
This is 2nd and 8. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
That was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. There he goes, left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Oh, what a move. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a 1st down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A great effort there, with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have come back to make it a 2-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And this is now a 1-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They've got got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
Come on.
Now 2nd and 9.
Check, hurt. On the ball.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
65 catch.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now we've got a giant player here, slow to get up after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd and goal, Stroud. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys add 6 to their lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. 68 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On the check. Smash. Bronco switch. Bronco check. Panthers.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey. Reload.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the 1st half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to pull them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's got it. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last 2 drives as he begins here, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Steps away. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Ready.
Now Stroud. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Giants now going to take over late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Lawrence. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wallace. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So we've reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. George Pickens, a touchdown reception. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Steelers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We just watched a very good first half out of the Ohio State man, C.J. Stroud. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, over there all this this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. McKinnon here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Here goes Stroud again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
It's complete, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Check, Panther. Roll.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Panther 60.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Here's Stroud. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. 17. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Operating from the gun, Gray. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Giants are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24.
Giants 24.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to a 43. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play action. Stroud now. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing now is Stroud. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And the Giants ready to come out now. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. He returns the kick 88 yards to the house. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Here we go, here we go.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now out come the Giants. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw here. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their big...
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's able to find Wallace. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Room here to run. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Gregory Rousseau. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Stroud will look to throw once more. And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Cup 19, Cup 19, ready.
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. The front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.